Dude, the creature says you see the evidence of people reacting to my Final Fantasy 14 clip. I haven't seen reactions. All I've seen is the Twitter stuff and the hate, the pure hatred in some of these people. Like,
Why
I'm
is it
like,
hate?
because they are children. Like it's good. They're trying to get attention off the moment. And I'm like, all right, like I get the content creation game, but the other side of it is like, there's people who are like, anybody who plays 14 on an Xbox, we're going to go harass them. We're going to go harass these Xbox players who come in on with Final Fantasy 14 because this is our game. And it reminds me so much of when Asmongold. It reminds me so much of when Asmongold came to play 14 and everybody's like, we don't want him here. He's toxic. So we're going to be really toxic. So it's like, come on, man. It's so funny. I was like, to any of the like the diehard Xbox fans out there, like, I love my Xbox, I love my PlayStation, I love my PC. I also like cloud gaming because I have insane internet here at the house, and it really works for me as a parent. It gives me so much flexibility to where I game. I have a handheld that I stream my games to, from my PC or from the cloud, and it's just like I'm living the dream, dudes. It's the best time to be a gamer for me right now. And so I'm having a great time with it. Anyway, that's my TED Talk. So Mando for Life says, I was a little disappointed by the lackluster FanFest cheering for the Xbox announcement. Even as someone who has never owned an Xbox console, I'm so tired of exclusivity. Dude, gamers first, dude. I'm 100%.
Weird as well.
I'm not surprised, though. Someone was like, man, Brian's way more excited than anybody out at FanFest. It's like, they're all Sony ponies there. Like, why would an Xbox person be at the Final Fantasy 14 Fan Fest? Oh, wait. Hello, Phil Spencer. Come on down. And I regret, the one regret I have is that in the back of my mind, 1 minute before it happened, 1 minute, I was thinking, man, how cool would it be if Yoshi P says, let me get my friend Phil Spencer on this stage? And I didn't say it out loud. And I was like, good Lord, that would have been the perfect start of that cliff. That would have been the perfect start to that clip, because I've been advocating for this for 10 plus years, loudly. And the people in the audience and online, who especially have been very mad at me this past couple of days, were the ones that were like, this is never happening. If it ever, they said this, if it ever comes to Xbox, I will quit Final Fantasy 14. I go, well,
bye-bye.
I hope that you're a person of your word, you son of a bitch. Because now it's time to pay the piper, but you won't, because you're a coward. And that's just who these people are. And God bless them. You just got to sit down and pray for them. That tends to chase them away. Anytime like I get hate that comes my way, I'm like, dude, I'm just going to pray for you. And they go, and then they run back into the shadows. And it really makes me it makes me laugh. So it is. It is what it is, man. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna keep cutting you off, dude.
That was pure like joy, dude.
Dude, dude. I've been on cloud 9 for the last 2 days. Like, you wake up the next day and you're like, dude, it's actually happening. And I have a video I'm working on, because like I wanted to give everybody, like, because the number one question I get is like, hey, dude, are you coming back to 14? And the answer is not yes, and it is not no. It's actually a very complex answer that I really am looking forward to sharing with everybody. And so like so I'm working on that video, because I feel like people keep asking. I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about what my return would look like and what that timing would be. And it's all around my health. It's all around my weight. And finally, since we found the core issue, why I have been constantly just gaining weight and not been able to lose it, despite the fact that, I work out 5 to 6 times a week. I don't eat, crap. I don't eat sugar. I don't drink alcohol. Like, somebody's like, oh man, I just gave up, sodas and I lost like 30 pounds. And I'm like, dude,
for you.
Like, I can't give it up twice, man. I gave it up when I was 13. I don't consume a lot of sugar. So, we gotta address that. But I have been able to lower my A1C naturally by a point, like 0.1 so far. And hopefully that's going to keep continuing. So we're going to keep monitoring all of this stuff. And so that way I can ideally live a good life and enjoy gaming for many years to come. But more than anything else, enjoy the kids. I have been having so much fun, and me and the kids have been doing so much, especially the summer. and I'm hoping to get a couple of them riding their bikes now without the training wheels. I got a couple without training wheels. I got a couple still on training wheels, and I'm hoping to do some more biking with them. And it's like, dude, man, life is good. And that's where it's like when you see these haters online just mad about games. They've been mad about games all of 2023. Like I don't think they're not really gamers, man. Like they're just angry people who like, you know, I don't know what they're mad at. Like this is one of the best years for video games. Like this is great.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are pissed.
I mean, I guess it goes down to tribalism, I guess, right?
Well, there's a tribalism nature to it, but I think it's more that people who treat gaming as their religion, and that's where you get that tribalism. It's like it's not even about having a discussion, right? One of the things, like, you know, we were before the moment that I just like they announced Xbox, like right at the start of the stream, some people coming in and they're just harassing me. It's like, you're a failed stand-up comedian. What does that mean?
You're a failed stand-up comedian?
Like that's one of the quotes. Work? Exactly. I was like, what do you mean? Like that people put me on shows and they pay me money so that I can tell them jokes? You know, like this is if that's failing, I don't care, man. I'll be the biggest failure in the world. Yeah. If you define me as a failure, then I hope everybody can join me in this failure ship of fucking succeeding in life. You know, it's like, let's freaking go, right? And but they're just trying to harass me. They're trying to get a rise, and everybody's like, ban them, ban them, ban them. And it's like, that's not my way. I don't believe in censorship. I don't believe in silencing haters, because they can speak up and they'll just make me stronger. They're just going to make me bigger. They're just going to feed me content that I can talk about. And all we need to do is pray for people who think like this, because there's something broken in their lives. And because of that brokenness, the hope is that they can grow out of it. Everybody can be redeemed. Everybody can have that moment where they're like, I've been following and chasing a meme my whole life. Wait a minute. Like maybe I should actually start thinking for myself. And it's like, let's go, man. Yes. And so I don't believe in these censorships, because I think all that does is create these artificial walls. But if you want to come and yell at me, it doesn't mean I need to read it. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to constantly encourage you to grow the fuck up and be a man and like figure out who you want to be. And I'll be your biggest champion, even if you've, you know, called me horrible things, which people have, and they're free to do so. But I will be your biggest champion if like you're like, Brian, I want to be this. I want to do this. And I'm like, let's go. Let's do it. You know, whether it's gaming or not. But my biggest fear for a lot of these people is they're not going to have that awakening moment until it's too late. They're going to end up dead on the Walmart floor, completely alone. And then in that dying moment, they're going to realize they've wasted their whole life. And that's the real tragedy. I do not hate these people. I pity them, because I know what their future is unless they choose to actively take a better route. And that's what it is. Like I feel, and you know this, Cameron, I'm preaching to the choir here. Like this is, I think, the better mission. I think games, they give us the ability to have these difficult conversations, right? They take our passions and we can now talk about real stuff, dude. We can actually really talk about this stuff. And it's not that you have to quit gaming, but it doesn't make that gaming is your religion. So once you get out of that gaming is my religion and into gaming is this beautiful, fun hobby, then that's where we have. But once you cross into that religious line, the only thing I can do is I can shame you, and I can just sit here and you're gonna feed me plenty of jokes. I make jokes about all these people, you know, in my comedy set. You know, that's going to be how it is. Sorry if I've missed chat too, by the way, as I've been on this little rant. Hey, sweetheart.
I have two questions.
Yeah, what's your question?
Welcome, Chili.